Keep in mind, it had been several months of me fighting and trying everything and just doing everything I could to make sure he was better. And in that last exam, it comes out he has cancer. And it's not just regular cancer, it's a very aggressive type of cancer. Pretty much incurable.
Oh, please, S6R5. Pay for them, please. I spent all of my dog's cancer money on gacha characters. Please pay for my gacha characters. Whatever's in his video, if you're on the record S6ing units on the regular, and now you're suddenly broke and begging for money, I don't know. It sounds like a scam. I don't really know. Is this guy a good dog owner if he spent all of the money that should have been used for savings on gacha characters? Who's worse, him or Hassan? Like, hey, yeah, which owner's better? The guy that shocks his dog or the guy that spends all of his dog's medical money on gacha characters? Is he actually weaponizing his dog's cancer to farm engagement? The guy who's on the record begging money for his dog's cancer is now lying about what I said about it to farm engagement. Oh, please, S6R5. Pay for them, please. I spent all of my dog's cancer money on gacha characters. Please pay for my gacha characters.
Now here we are, having to talk about this little hobgoblin one more time because he dared bring up my son. All right, now that we got that quick intro out of the way, I'm going to tell you exactly how this video is going to go and what it is that I'm going to talk about. We already debunked a lot of the things Saintontas said on our last video, so do be sure to check it out. And more importantly, do be sure to check out the video where I specifically break down day by day, step by step, and the entire process that I've gone through with my dog, okay? Make sure you watch those videos before you ask me questions that's already answered in those videos. On top of that, I will be showing clips from our previous video, not everything, just some clips to give some context. But before I get into that, we're going to break down the latest and greatest lies, stories, and pretty much manipulation tactics that Saintontas is using to lie to his community, effectively telling people don't support him with his dog's cancer treatment because he's going to use it to summon. Let's have a look.
You are not paying for his dog's treatment. You're not paying for that. Guys, you are paying for his gambling addiction.
With that said, though, he's out here telling all of these things to his community, showing them this video, but not the actual video, just a little bit, like just this right here. And he's telling them, look at him. He's over there scamming his audience. He's telling them to give him money for his dog's cancer. Once again, making a mockery out of the situation. And he's spending it all on S6R5 characters. So what I want to do, guys, is show you not only the same videos he opened, but multiple other videos. And I want you to see what is gonna happen, right? On top of that, he's saying that I should be using the money that people donate to me, right, for these summons, because people in his comments said, yo, do you know that CJ gets donated, those summons, right? So he says, oh, so he should be using the donations for your dog's cancer treatment, right? But instead, he's pulling on the character. So I just want to show y'all some real quick. So first off, we have, no joke, these S6R5 summons literally destroyed me. Wuwa X Cyberpunk collab, right? The video is right here. No joke, these S6R5 summons literally destroyed me. Same exact video he was showing you. But I know you Saintontas viewers out there in motherfucking Zimbabwe, out there in the mountains of Caucasus, you don't know shit. Y'all motherfuckers barely get signals, bro. You be using smoke signals to communicate and shit. Y'all uneducated, I understand. So you don't go out and do your own research. You allow little hobgoblins to pretty much feed you the information. So if you would have just looked at the same video that he had open, y'all would have seen something like this. Redeemable 2 of 2. You know what I'm worried? Does it say anywhere if I redeem, let's say, Becca 2? I'm just playing normally. Hey, yo! Oh, shit, we're gonna continue summoning, chat. You know what happened right then and there, chat? A viewer gifted me the currency, the Wuthering Waves premium currency, to summon. Specifically to summon, right? The currency in the game. And as you can see by the insane amount that is, that ain't no normal, $10, $20. That's a big ass chunk of money when it comes to summons. Now, sometimes these people tell me that they're going to donate, but most of the time they don't. I'll just be live and boom, donos, $1,000, $500 will pop up in-game currency, right? This is just one example of the video he pulled up. Let me show you another one that he also pulled up in his stream. The most insane S6R5 Hyuki summons in all of Wuthering Waves. Please, please. I'm trying to get the weapon, right?
Double and let me out.
Trying to get the weapon.
Double and let me out.
Whoa. A nice little hundo in Wuthering Waves currency, right? Oh shit, that scared me for a second, bro. Holy shit. Shout out to the homie Jet with the bombs. I think that was another bomb. And I think that's another bomb. What the fuck is happening right now? How about we look back at the first ever video that I did my S6R5 summons on. The first ever video, okay? Let's go ahead and look. This is the first ever video that I did. A Kuro Dev hacked my account and summoned, right? I want y'all to watch this. I don't think I'm summoning Cantarella. You thought wrong, dude. How you doing? Good.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
The fuck?
A few moments later.
One temple, one hurt. One temple, just one, chat. Just one. I was tripping. That was crazy. No fucking way. Another one.
Fuck? Hey, bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
Oh, hell nah, bro. They incoming. Got a duck, bro. They're dropping shit on our house.
Another one.
What the fuck? I don't even know what the hell going on, bro. Alright, now that I've showed you guys the things he's saying and I showed you how I debunked his whole thing regarding S6R5 characters, we're going to get deeper into it. I'm going to break down more things and we're going to do a bunch more debunking because holy crap. Now, a lot of people might want to know how this all got started, right? Because like always, he's over there telling stories, lies, and trying to convince his audience of all little fairy tales that he sees in his head. He's telling people that I'm trying to farm my dog's cancer for engagement. I want you guys to understand that me as a content creator who's had a community that's been with him for years, people that know me personally, people that have talked to me, people who've been there when my father died and I've been there when their family members have died, people that are family to me in this community didn't know about my situation. So I eventually told them of the situation by uploading a video where I told my entire community of everything that was going on, step by step, the whole process. In said video, I didn't mention Saintontas. I didn't say anything about Saintontas. Next thing I know, he's pulling up the fact that I made a video to tell his audience live on stream in front of thousands of people that I am scamming my audience and that it's most unlikely a lie and that I'm only using everybody's money for gacha summons. That's what he did when I uploaded my video. Days went by, maybe even weeks. I don't remember exactly when it was, but I didn't say anything. I didn't care about what he had to say because I was dealing with my own issues and my own situations, right? But now, here we are, and I wanted you guys to know how it all started, okay? And I want to make sure that with everything that's going to be said in this video, you guys don't think that I'm fishing for sympathy. Like, that's not the point of this video. I'm not out here trying to get you guys to feel bad for me. This is just the reality of it, the facts, and I'm going to put them on the table so you guys hear everything from my side of things and understand what's really going on, okay? So, today, he uploaded a video. Let's have a look. So here's the video in question, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to make sure you guys understand everything we're going to talk about in this video. But before we do that, I'm going to show you two clips for you guys to see how easy it is to debunk Saintontas. He lies through his teeth to the point that he doesn't even realize how much he's lying, and his audience just buys it up. I'm gonna show you clips from this video. These are not clips from no random stream, they're on this video. So do be sure to check them out. Let's go ahead and have a look.
Oh God, yeah, you can. Okay, well you can see him topping
it
up
might-
right there. Woo! That's a lot of Lunite, brother.
So here we are on the exact same video he showed his audience, and pay attention. The way he spliced the video shows me in the loot bar shop, and then right after it shows Lunite popping up on my screen, and he says he's topping up. You can see him topping up, right? I want you guys to pay attention to the video. I'm going to play it. The same video he's feeding you guys and everybody that watches him, right? I want you guys to pay attention to what happens. On his video, it started at 2 minutes and 21 seconds. I'm starting at 2 minutes and 15 seconds to give you guys even more context. Pay attention to what happens on screen. So you have nothing to worry about at all. Do be sure to check him out, and thank you, Loot Bar, for sponsoring this video. Yo, did you guys know that you don't have to convert your currency into summons? You can just do this. Too easy. You know what I mean? It might take you 10. That right there is what he shows you guys. He shows you that I'm in the loot bar shop, and then he shows the asteroids popping up. What he doesn't show you is that the loot bar clip is me doing a sponsored video, and then the part where the asteroids pop up on the screen is me converting the premium currency into asteroids. It's very easy to debunk him, bro. It's right there, and he does this to you guys in your face, and you just eat it up.
June 8th, 2026 is when he was S6R5ing the Cyberpunk characters. But if you spent that last month, weren't you spending on your dog starting in May? Weren't you spending on your dog starting in May of this year? May of this year.
So yeah, what did you guys think about that? You see how easy it is to catch him on a lie on one of his fantasy narratives that he builds to make people believe what he's saying? It's so easy. Anybody that's smart, matter of fact, you don't even gotta be smart. You just gotta be a somewhat logical human being to understand the type of BS that he does, bro. How he tries to lie and fabricate stories, bro. This motherfucker should go work at Disney because he's building fairy tales all the time. But that's besides the point, right? We want to talk about some of the things on this video, and I just want to tell y'all I'm not going to be reacting to this video right now. We're going to be doing it live on stream, the entire video. Something Saintontas is afraid of doing with my videos, because he knows the moment he clicks play, his entire chat's going to be laughing and pretty much crucifying and making fun of him. They're going to be loving those videos, and he's too scared to play one of my videos. He's never played one video from me. He only skips through the videos, right? So we will be reacting to this live on stream probably a couple of hours after this video goes up, but I want to talk about some things before that, and they're not necessarily in the video, but they're on the video, if that makes any sense. And what I want to talk about is the pinned comments by Saintontas. I want to make sure you guys look at how desperate this little dog is, right? This little rat, how desperate he is. He's really thinking. This is his game plan, bro. This is his entire game plan. Let's see if I can trigger CJ. I'm gonna be pressing all the buttons, saying all the crazy things about his dog. I'm gonna try to make sure people don't help him. I'm gonna try to make sure I mess up his thing. I'm gonna try to make sure he finally crashes out. Buddy, you ain't even remotely close to affecting me. Dog, the homies in my own Discord have more of an impact on me when it comes to stressing me out than you. You're like, bro, you're like a little toddler, bro. You're like a little piggy, man, a little piggy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're harmless, my boy. You're harmless. I just look at you from the side and laugh, point at you, and laugh, buddy. That's it. And now you're just giving me more farm content. So thank you, Saintontas. I really do appreciate you for being such a retard and going out of your way and actually coming at me, because no one else cares enough about you. You have no friends. You didn't even go to the goddamn Games Expo right now, man. Come on, man. Come on, Saint. But let's move on over back to this and break it down. Sorry for not clarifying in the video. I feel awful for the dog. Oh, really, Saint? You feel awful for my dog, right? Let's go ahead and see what he's saying about my dog.
If Skull CJ gives me his dog, I still wouldn't do it. I wouldn't take it because the dog is like 12. It's gonna die in like a year.
Let's continue. I can't imagine having an owner who will prioritize wasting $2,000 on a video that makes $20 and have no money left over for medical treatment. You're saying that you feel awful for the dog, yet you're going out of your way to build a fake narrative, which you know is a lie, to try and hurt me, the person that you dislike, and in said process, you're willing to risk what people are willing to do to help my dog. You're effectively telling people that I'm scamming them, that it's a lie, and that the money that they're giving me is being used for characters. So you're so petty, you're so little, bro. You're so nothing, bro. You're so worthless, such a waste of oxygen, bro. If you weren't here, nobody would care, bro. That you're willing to put the dog's help, the dog's like well-being on the line just so you can try to get a reaction out of me. Pathetic, little boy, pathetic. Let's continue. Once again, he had to edit this a couple of times because, you know, he's slow. Edit. Skull CJ lied again and is saying all of his Lucy S6 R5 pulls were gifted by a viewer, which indeed they were. Matter of fact, we'll look at that right now. Right here in the goddamn picture from his own stream where he's pulling up the messages from the person that even Saint agrees has dropped all this money. Bro, there are records on streams after streams after streams, videos after videos of all these type of donos going in via asteroids while I'm literally flying and all that stuff. And right here, the person says, I am responsible for a lot of the stuff that he summoned, everything from Brent up until Lucy, more or less. Why do you think we have these emojis? This same person Saint is using to try to attack me, right, with what they said, the same person that literally has sponsored almost all of my summons in a ton of gacha games. And it's not just this one person. There are tons of people that will donate thousands of dollars while I'm summoning, but they won't donate it via just cash. They'll do it in-game currency, bro. Now, I'll break more of that down in just a second. Let's go back to what else he was saying. He was donated the Lunite after pulling, so the 48k Lunite in the video was all funded by him. I just gotta say something, Titty Tontas. Proof? 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 Hey, bro, we can both play this game. Where the proof at, dog? Where the proof? Where the glue? Aren't you the glue sniffer of the gacha community? Everybody knows you as the glue sniffer. Where the glue at? Did you sniff it all, buddy? Like, what's going on? Where's the proof? You're the one with the accusation. Prove that it was all funded by me. Now, what I can do is tell you the following. Considering we have people in my community that have been stated on record to donate thousands and thousands of in-game currency across multiple games, multiple platforms, so forth and so on, what's more likely that happened? These people donated this currency when I'm not on stream and we're on VC. Because, by the way, Saintontas, I hang out with my community, bro. I hang out with them on VC all the time. I stream, I play with them, I appreciate them, bro. That's why they love me. That's why they take care of me. That's why they support me, bro. You know who supports you? Your fake account or your sugar daddy. You know, Feet Lover. You know a lot about that, right? You know a lot about that. We're going to get into that in a whole nother video. Don't worry. I ain't forget about your sugar daddy and how you send him feet pics. But let's continue with this, right? And also, why didn't he ask for dollar donations instead to pay for his dog's treatment? Guys, you're live. You're a streamer. You're live, right? You don't expect donations. I'm a small streamer, and I'm very grateful whenever people donate anything, right? I'm streaming. Someone pops up randomly. Boom. $200 worth of in-game currency. What do I do? Why did you send me this? How dare you? You better send me cash instead, straight to my bank account. What do you think this is, giving me freaking in-game currency? The fuck's wrong with you? Like, what? What? You're literally making your whole argument based around Skull CJ is begging for money while simultaneously telling me, why didn't I ask them for cash when they decided to bless me with a donation? What the fuck is wrong with you, bro? Sometimes these people wouldn't even talk. They wouldn't even say hi. They'll just drop the dono. So am I supposed to say, yo, don't donate in-game currency to me, only cash around these parts? Bro, we're in the gacha space. Motherfuckers want to see people summon. People are going to be like, oh, you know what? Then I'll just go donate the money to someone else to summon, right? It's stupid to say, why did he happily take the Lunite? Bitch, why would I not be happy when someone donates some money to me in the game, bro. It saves me from having to spend my own money in the game, and I can just use what they sent, which is really good. It still helps, right? Sure, it might be much better if I could keep that money, and many times I'd be like, damn, I wish I could keep this money. But at the same time, I'm not going to be ungrateful and telling people, nah, bro, you can only send me cash, bro. I only take cash, bro. Cash or check. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Even your logic or lack of is just so dumb, bro. It makes no sense. Now, he continues, after admitting he's broke, I've never said I'm broke. I've said I'm financially struggling at the moment, and I'm doing so because I'm making sure that I do everything that's in my power to give my dog the best last months, days, weeks, years of his life. Getting the best foods right now, getting vitamins, getting everything. He takes like 8 different medicines, bro. Chemotherapy, transportation. He barely is able to get up now, and I'm making sure that everything he has is the best possible, bro. Everything, bro. So I'm not broke, but I'm going through a pretty messed up financial situation. I still have the money for my bills. I can still help my mom, but I'll be lying to you guys if I said I wasn't struggling. And honestly, I think it takes a man to be able to tell you guys of my personal life's hardships, bro, because let's be honest, not everybody has life made. A lot of us work, try to get through life, try to pay our bills, bro, and we'll get more into that in just a second. Let's move on over to the next one. He replied to someone else, right? He replied to someone else. You must have not seen at this timestamp where he has clearly S6R5 more than 5 units. Did viewers donate for all of those? Yes. Yes, they did. As you saw right here where you were reading, because you have people go into Discords to grab pictures, to stalk what people say. Bro, you pull up pictures of people going into my Discord and looking for specific terms. Bro, you're the weirdest dude out here. You're like a little rat, bro. So as you could see right here, everything from Brent, which was my first S6 character, up until Lucy, more or less. Literally every single S6R5 character Jet has had some sort of involvement in. Shout out to Crystal, she's helped too. Shout out to Aishin. Shout out to everybody that's came through and donated hundreds or thousands of dollars via in-game currency to help me out. And shout out to a lot of these people because they also help me out when it comes to money and my dog. I want to make sure you guys understand that. These people don't just donate for me to summon and then see me struggling and still donate for me to summon. They donate me to help my dog. And they've done a lot of it. And not just them, but a lot of content creators in the space came through and helped me out. And I'm still going through the battles. I'm still going through the hardships. And I'm probably even going to do a subathon to try to give back to the community while simultaneously, hopefully, building some income for my dog, bro. Chemotherapy is fucking expensive, bro. It just is the way it is. But it's all right there, bro. It's all right there, titty boy. So yes, viewers did donate for every single one. How is that so surprising, Saint? How is it so surprising that viewers would do that when your ass has a literal foot fetish freak donating you money and you're happy, you're flexing, you're talking about all the money. You literally sat there talking about, he says we have $1 million ready right now for me. What are you, Brother, you're talking about sugar daddies when you have the biggest, freakiest, dirtiest sugar your motherfucking sugar daddy's called, feet lover. And let's not play ourselves, Saintontas. We all know you're a feet freak. You was out here telling your girl to sell feet pics, bro. So not only are you a freak, you're a cuck, my boy. So, like, let's not even do that, bro. Okay? Also, why did he accept Lunite? Yo, this is for my content creators that might react to this video. If you're on stream, and I need you to answer this if you're reacting to it. If you're on stream and someone comes and just drops $100 worth of Lunite on your account, do you just delete it? Do you never use it? Do you give it back? Or are you grateful, happy, and accept the astrites? Tell me. Tell me what you do, because apparently to this goofy motherfucker, why did he happily take it? Let's go ahead and have a look right here, bro. Why did he happily take the Lunite? To this motherfucker, like, it's surprising that I would be happy that someone would bless me with a donation. What am I supposed to do? God damn it, why did you give me Lunite, man? It was supposed to be cash. Only give me cash, bro. What's wrong with you? Are you dumb, Saintontas, bro? God damn, is this man slow. Then he goes, edit! Skull CJ lied. Viewers gifting him Lunite after his pulling session, so he funded his S6R5 pulls himself, knowing his dog had medical problems. Once again, proof? Where's the proof, man? Aren't you the glue guy? Where's the proof that I funded the pulls myself? Especially with people telling you that they've done it. I don't know if you guys knew this. I'm going to put y'all on game real quick. A lot of these people that help me, especially the people that have been with me for years, Crystal, Jet, Christina, all these people, right? They have my login information for my gacha games. Right? A lot of these top-up sites, especially until recently, didn't have UID top-ups. That started happening maybe a few months back, right? A lot of them didn't have UID top-ups. So these people would need to log into my account so they can do the purchases, right? In these top-up sites, right? I just need you to understand that when someone logs into your account, it logs you out, right? So I couldn't do that while I was live, right? Or at least not with the game on screen because it would log me out. So a lot of the times, they would do the literal donos in-game while I was preparing to go live for my summon section. What are we... Bro, it's really not that hard. Like, if you sit down in front of a jury and put all the cards on the table, and all you have is, he paid for his S6R5. Where's your proof? Oh, he just did it because it wasn't on stream. Meanwhile, my argument is, look at all the track record of all the times people have donated on the stream. Look at all these people saying that they're donating so I can do the summons. Who do you think has a more valid argument in front of a court, bro? It's that simple. Like, every time, Saint, that you engage with me, you got to understand, I am a way higher level than you in every single aspect, right? You have your little shitty niche community, right? But you know, I know, that if we were both on the same level, viewer-wise and everything, bro, you would have been cooked a long time ago. You can't comp. You really can, bro. You don't fact check. You leave so many holes for people to attack you in. It's just, it's honestly pathetic, my boy. It's honestly goddamn pathetic. Now, we debunked all of this. We talked about how he's so stupid, but now is story time, guys. I know that we're going to be reacting to this later, and some of y'all are pretty excited, okay? But now it's story time, because what I'm about to tell you guys is more stuff that maybe Saintontas and his little Discord goblins should have told him before he spoke what he spoke, right? So on his video, right, he goes on about a lot of dates. He does that on the video he recorded today as well. He goes on about a lot of dates. Oh, why was he spending here? Why was he spending there? So I'm going to just do a quick recap of what's going on. I'm going to tell you Kimbo's, my dog's story. But if you want the full detailed, breakdown, go watch the video that breaks it all down, okay? I wish they would have sent him a little bit of information so he wouldn't have been such a fool and easy to debunk. So here we have the first ever post that I did when it came to my dog. The first ever post, okay? Right here. And I want you guys to listen. God, this was in May 20th. May 20th. Guys, I won't be streaming the rest of the week. My son needs emergency surgery, and I won't have time nor the mental state for that. Please keep him in your prayers. Little buddy is my life. Any help is greatly appreciated. My community loves my dog. My community and I have been together for so long that they love my dog. As you could see by the fact that we have exclusive emotes for my dog. We've had merchandise for my dog. We've had tons of people send pictures of them with my doggy's merchandise. We've had this dog be part of our community and part of my life for a very long time. So I told them about it, and I told them any help is greatly appreciated. That's all I said. Nothing else, right? This was on May 20th. On May 21st, I informed my community, Kimbo is going into surgery right now, guys. Keep him in your prayers, okay? On the 21st, Everyone, Kimbo was out of surgery and the surgery went well. Now we wait for the results of the exam of the mass they extracted in the extreme aftercare. I can't post more detailed pictures as it's very graphic. He's still under heavy anesthesia and loopy, but says thank you guys for the kind wishes and vibes. I will keep you updated. For now, he must spend the night at the vet for extensive care. So he spent the night at the vet. This was on the 21st of May. Then, on the 22nd, the very next day, I said, Kimbo is coming home today after surgery and a day and night in intensive care. By the way, that was expensive as hell. He's a very good and strong boy. Thank you everyone for the kind wishes and DMs, and a special thank you to Topasius, Christina, Genki for the donations towards helping the best boy and myself. Kimbo sends you extra special hugs. It's been a very taxing and demanding few weeks, both emotionally and economically, so all the help means the world to us. God bless you all. This was on the 22nd. Now, what you guys don't know is that when we got to this spot right here, where he needed said emergency surgery, there had been so many other things going on with him. I had been dealing with a very bad skin condition that he had for about 3-4 months, and it was something that's on and off. So he had it on like 2024, he had it on like 2020. So it's just something that's usually happening, and it just peels his skin, gives him little blisters. So that takes, a lot of care, a lot of medicated baths, and that's what was going on. And because of that, it eventually led us to, after we're doing exams, to find out that he had the tumor, that he had heart problems, blah, 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 right? So there had been a lot of months where I was already, heavily invested into trying to make my dog be better. So by the time we got here, it wasn't just, oh, we're right here, right? That's not what it was. We had already done so much. When this initial surgery happened and they extracted that, I had to send all that to the labs and get multiple tests for different things, pee, poo, blood, and then the tumor, right? It was massive. It was like super swollen and such. I sent the results to the lab. It took about a week and a half, maybe a little more, I'm not entirely sure, for the results to get back. And when the results came back, I was told he didn't have cancer, and it was the greatest thing in the world. I wanted to cry. It was so good. And then about a week or two after that, which is why there is time in between these things, out of nowhere, the lump came back, and it was aggressive. He was bleeding, everything, and it happened in a matter of a few days. So I had to take him back to the doctor. We had to get him on medicine, and I had to get another biopsy of what was going on. But this time I told the doctor I want swelling medication first so it goes down, and then the biopsy has better results. I got 2 biopsies, chat, 2 this time in 2 different labs, bro. This is how desperate I was to get everything working. And bro, these things are expensive, right? So I remember that they got the 2 biopsies and they sent them to the lab, and then we're waiting several days again. Eventually, the first biopsy gets back and says there's nothing wrong. So I'm like, okay, that's good. But also, if there's nothing wrong, why is there a lump forming on his side? Why is he bleeding? Clearly, there is something wrong, but we need to figure out what. About 2-3 days passed, and then I got the results of the last biopsy, and I was told that it was cancer. And this was probably the most heartbreaking thing, because it wasn't just cancer, it was a very aggressive type of cancer. Not just from what the results said, but from what I saw, right? It just builds up in a matter of like a day or two, and then it's so messed up that the dog gets really sick, and then it bursts and there's blood all over the place. It's a lot to deal with, guys. And that's when this happened. If you guys can see, there is quite a bit of time in between these things. Me trying to get everything sorted and being fixed, more exams being done, waiting for the results, all of that, right? Everything was going fine for a few weeks, and then boom, that thing came back, and then it just got worse. And that's when this happened, right? Everyone, sorry to hit you guys with these news so early on, but I feel I have to share it with you. Not only so you guys know what's going on, but also because this might genuinely be the first time I ever ask you guys to help me out. Today I was informed after taking Kimbo for a second biopsy of the mass on his side and more lab exams that Kimbo does indeed have a tumor, cancer. I've been broken all morning and honestly don't know how to deal with this right now. I'm trying to stay strong, but man, it's so hard. When it comes to Kimbo, he's my entire life. I've never used a GoFundMe or any site like that, but I will be starting one for Kimbo, which I've never done. Honestly, I still haven't done it, bro. I still haven't done it. I need to look up how to do it. Maybe now's the time to do it with everything that's happening, especially with Saintontas going out of his way to specifically try and make sure my dog gets no help, which is, that's pretty fucked up. I ain't even gonna lie. Once I get the value of Kimbo's chemotherapy and surgery, I will post documents and pictures of everything so you guys can see what's been going on. Sorry for the strong post, but do be sure to keep him in your prayers. Now, there have been several people that have helped me out and have sent donos, and all of them have gotten videos of Kimbo, videos of like the literal process that he's been going on, and a lot of them have even gotten the documents from the freaking lab that shows and tells what type of cancer he has. That's how transparent I am with the people that help me, that I trust, and that have been, you know, out there for me for a while, right? So this right here is when it officially, right, got confirmed that he did indeed have cancer, right? So yeah, now that you guys got all the information regarding how everything went down, the timeline, the dates, all that good stuff, you're free to make your own decisions, your own assessment of the situation. And if you want to know more stuff with specific dates and such, feel free to come to my chat and ask me questions, as long as you're willing to talk and have a logical conversation. But I want to make sure you guys understand something, whether you're my viewers, whether you're Ray Ray's viewers, whether you're, you know, a Hobgoblin Saintontas viewer, I want you to understand one thing. I don't give a fuck about any of y'all opinions when it comes to my dog or how I do things. I do not give a shit about any of you motherfuckers. I don't do this type of shit to please you guys or because I feel like I need to prove that I've done for my dog what needs to be done. Fuck all you motherfuckers, especially all you Saintontas bitch-made pussy boy watchers, bro. I'm doing this to farm the little goblin. And how do I do that? Simply by being real, putting out the facts, putting out the evidence, debunking all the false claims that the little goblin throws at me, and it's too easy. It's too easy. I want y'all to understand that if you don't believe me, that if you say, oh, you're still spending your dog's money, I don't give a shit. It's not gonna make me feel bad that you say what you want. You can paint a motherfucking, bro, you can paint the next gigantic Picasso painting, bro. You can be the next motherfucking Michelangelo. You could be a motherfucking Walt Disney making your narratives and movies about what the fuck you think I do or don't do, and I don't give a shit. I wipe my ass with you, your opinions, and your entire family tree, okay? Understand that shit. I don't care what you think or you believe. I'ma do me, and Saintontas, you can't do shit to stop me. You can't do shit to hurt me. You can't do shit to bother me. And the more you talk and say my name, the more I get to farm you, and the more I get to grow. So that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all for watching. And Saintontas, you a pussy ass bitch. Peace.